CFA Level 1 Feb 2026. With just about 2 weeks left for your exam, I'm pretty sure you're on the lookout for a strategy that can help you pass the exam to the best of your capacity. And this video doesn't just end there. I've actually covered every section because I've covered people who are A, fully prepared, B, people who are not prepared and should defer the exam, or C, people who should defer the exam but for some reason cannot do so. So this video is actually something that all of y'all need to watch. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing good. Today's video is for my CFA Level 1 Feb 2026 viewers. I'm sharing with you what your last 2 weeks study strategy should be, and this video will be divided in 3 segments. One for people who are fully prepared, basically for people who have already done at least one detailed reading and are either completed revision or are almost completing revision. 2, people who need to desperately defer their exam. 3, people who desperately need to defer the exam but for some reason, be it financial, be it some CFA rule, cannot defer the exam. So let's get started. But before that, if you're new to this channel, then please take 1 second to hit the subscribe button. If you've ever liked my work even a teeny tiny bit, then please join the community by subscribing to the channel. And while you're at it, do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a new video. And for the very kind people who have already subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for joining me in my journey. I hope we stay together till the end of time. Oh, and hey, in the end of this video, for all 3 segments, I'm announcing something important. So make sure you watch this till the end. Now, let's start with segment number 1, people who are fully prepared. You are basically the people who have completed at least one detailed reading and have either completed the revision or are on the verge of completing it. Basically, thoda sa bacha hai. What do you guys need to do? So first things first, something that you already have told you to do before and something that you should continue to do so is solve at least 10 questions of ethics every single day till the very last day before your exam. Okay. Now, I'm going to divide your strategy in 2 parts, week 1 and week 2. In week 1, give 1 mock. In week 2, give 1 more mock. Basically, 2 total mocks from the institute is something that you should do in these coming 2 weeks. Best thing or plus bonus if you can mimic your exam time to the T. Matlab, if it's a 9 a.m. exam, then 9 to 10:30, then break, then again 11 to 12:31. As is. Train your mind to be the most alert at that bit. Now, apart from that, in week 1, you will continue your cumulative revision strategy as is. If you are wondering what cumulative revision is, drop a comment saying cumulative revision and I'll share that video with you. You do not need to follow cumulative revision to the T if you are already done with revision. Just solve the question bit of it. But if not, you need to do cumulative revision from now onwards. That's a good strategy. Just reading it out. Yes. Now, cumulative revision, when I say you need to start in the first week, you can do this till up to 4 days before your exam. So that means if your exam is say on Feb 2nd, so you can minus back 4 days. So Feb 1, Jan 31st, Jan 38th, Jan 30th, Jan 29th. So till Jan 28th, you can continue with cumulative revision. On the last 4 days, all you need to do is go through your own notes. Best is to go through your own handwritten notes. But for whatever reason, if you feel like, they're not the best or you're not understanding it well enough, then go through either Schwezer or CFA Institute. Plus point from my side, go through Schwezer because 4 days may going through the CFA Institute might not be possible. So just go through your own notes in the last 4 days. Another thing that you guys should be doing is somehow calming yourself. Sometimes, when you are prepared, that anxiety kind of kicks in a little bit more that, it's like when you work hard, if you're more scared that will this actually work because now I've put in so much efforts, I want to see the result. So somehow try to get your mind in a balance zone. It is very, very important. I know it's sounding like, is this even a strategy? But it is. I've seen many people fail the exam because for some reason their anxiety takes over or their overconfidence takes over. Neither is good. So please start balancing that bit of your mind. And one last thing that you can do. Now this is a very unique thing and I will only recommend it to people who have the power to detach or have the ability to not be over anxious with what the outcome of this will be. If you fall under that category, only then follow this, otherwise do not. That is, do 1 more mock 2 days before your exam, 1 or 2 days before your exam. A mock is like a complete detailed revision. You don't know which chapter the question is being asked from. Subjects may all the topics are mixed. It is timed. It's like a complete mimic of the exam in some format. So it's like even if you just do that, you're sorted for the day, right? So if you are somebody who will not be anxious of what the result of that mock will be, because sometimes you might end up scoring low for whatever reason, and that can get to your mind and get you really anxious. So if you're not that person, you feel like jo bhi result aayega, I know that I'm taking it as a revision, then go ahead and do that. I did that. A lot of my clients do that. It's a brilliant thing to do. But again, if you are somebody who feels like, no, it will really get to me, it will make me panic, then do not do it. Okay, take that judgment, be self-aware. Other than that, like I said, all the best to you guys. Have some faith in what you've done. Have faith in what you've done in the past. Since you have taken the efforts before, now it's time for you to just bring those efforts together. It's not about now worrying or panicking, what should I do more. There is nothing more that you need to do. It is just jo kiya hai, have some faith in it, bind it together. Don't try to get into anything new, a new completely different strategy. Don't waste your time and mind in that. And one very important thing for you guys is, do not try to do something ultra hard and try to find something because you feel like, oh, I'm prepared, so let me find something that is out of the world, that in 4 days I have to eat the entire CF Institute plus watch videos. Don't be unrealistic. Not all hard paths lead to success. Sometimes being realistic, following goals or paths that are achievable will lead to better success. So keep that mantra in mind. Coming to category number 2, people who should defer the exam. Honestly, you are the people who basically have not completed at least one detailed reading. That means you've not completed the syllabus at least once, and there is no chance of you completing it also before the exam. If there is even the slightest chance of you being able to complete it till the exam, maybe you don't need to defer. But if you haven't and you feel like you will not be able to complete it, that means you'll be left with at least one full subject or maybe more than one subject. And especially if it's a high weighted subject, then I would recommend you defer the exam. It is not a recommendation that most people make, but honestly, over the years I've seen that when a person knows that they're not ready, they've not completed the syllabus, might as well defer, might as well pay just $449 rather than paying the entire exam fee again, right? So that kind of judgment is very, very important, right? Also, be cautious here. Understand the point that I'm saying. You haven't completed the syllabus. Please don't defer the exam just because you're anxious or just because you feel like, oh, I haven't done 2 revisions, oh, I haven't done the hardest part of things. Please be realistic. Understand whether you actually need to defer it or not, and if you need to defer it, then please do it before your exam. Although the date is open till Feb 10th, I usually recommend it's best to do it till before your exam. If you want details about the deferral video, I'm gonna link it in the description box. This is how the thumbnail looks. Go check that video out. Now, let's go to category number 3. People who should defer the exam. You're not ready. You've not done things, but for whatever reason, be it financial, be it some CFA rule, you are not able to defer the exam. So now what? You guys, in my opinion, should follow a 3-step strategy, and that's it. Number 1, do what you've done and do the best out of it. That means even if you have completed 2 subjects or 3 subjects or as many subjects, make sure that you know those subjects at least very, very well. Try your best to score full in those subjects on the exam day. How can you do that? Keep practicing as many questions, revise it again if you need to do, but perfect what you've already done so that you at least secure those marks in hand, right? So that is step number 1. Step number 2, if ethics is not a part of your done subjects, then please do ethics ASAP. How to do ethics? Now at this point, since you don't have enough time, just read through Schweser. Do not waste time. Quickly read through Schweser and solve as many questions on a daily basis as possible. If you've not yet done ethics, by the way, please do that as your first step. Step number 3, solve as many institute mocks as possible. While the institute mock is not at all a mimic, or no form am I saying that whatever the questions are in the mock will come in the exam, no. But since they are mixed questions, it's a mixed pattern, you'll see different kind of questions, and somewhat you will just hope that some kind of question, even though not the same question, but something might just click. You might just be able to understand something, and in some format, just hope and pray that something, some question goes in your mind, and just you'll be able to solve that. Because if I tell you to study one more subject, you'll be like, okay, I studied 2 subjects, now I'll end up doing 3. What's the big deal? I'd rather see all the questions of all the subjects and see, okay, kya pooch hai. Even if you are able to understand a teeny weeny bit of the concept or something, some kind of difficulty level, or the kind of question in some way repeats, you'll at least be able to do something. So that's literally the only thing you can do. And one more thing that you guys should do, not a part of the 3-step strategy, is now just hope and pray ki jo ho acha ho, and just accept it. be aware that okay, whatever happened, we couldn't do our best. Now we have to give the exam. This is the situation we are in. Let's not keep a lot of hopes. Let's just go and do what we can at this point of time. So that acceptance is very, very important. We've now, like I said, an important announcement for all 3 categories. That is, I'm coming live this Friday, 23rd January at 7:30 p.m. IST. So in case you have any other unanswered questions, of course you will drop the questions in the comment section as well, but still, if you feel like there's something that you want to ask me on a one-on-one basis immediately, then make sure you join that live, repeating, 23rd January, 7:30 p.m. Okay, with that, we've come to the end of this video. If you found it valuable, if you liked it, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.